чистый адреналин, чистый звук. Пионер. Аудиосистема для тебя и твоего автомобиля.
Tires. Инновационные высококачественные шины класса Ultra High Performance бросают вызов высоким скоростям. Движение вызывает восхищение. Toyo Tires.
Здравствуйте, уважаемые любители автомобильного спорта! С новым дрифтом вас и добро пожаловать на Нижегородское кольцо, арену третьего этапа РДС Гран-при 2018 года. Считанные минуты остаются до старта первого раунда парных заездов. Топ-32 третьего этапа пройдет сегодня, в воскресенье, 10 июня. И начнется, повторюсь, буквально совсем скоро с одиночного проезда Георгия Чевчана, победителя вчерашней квалификации. Вот результаты вчерашних заездов. Не очень высокие баллы, 93 у победителя. Отчасти это результат такой усовершенствованной, скажем так, процедуры выставления оценок. Теперь судьи больше замечают огрехов у пилотов. Соответственно, вот это среднее значение съехало на 10-15 баллов вниз. Нечто подобное мы и на этапе в Рязани наблюдали. Ну и погода вчера была, мягко говоря, с причудами. Даже специально изменили несколько формат квалификации. Для каждой квалификационной группы устроили такой прогрев, ознакомительный проезд по трассе, чтобы пилоты поняли, в каком состоянии в данный момент асфальт. Тем не менее, не всегда это помогало по той простой причине, что дождь шел иногда прямо поперек попыток. Начинался у Аркадия Цареградцева, была такая же ситуация. К сожалению, несколько пилотов вчера закончили день с 0 баллов. Особенно обидно было за Артура Мелкумяна, у которого в самом начале оцениваемого участка случился дрифт в противоположном заданию направлении. Так немного покачала Сильвию С14. Судьи долго-долго пересматривали этот повтор. К сожалению, на видео было не вполне очевидно, но судейская позиция, с которой я специально сегодня пошел смотреть утренние тренировки, позволяет очень хорошо разглядеть, что было на старте, как вообще там все происходит. Очень сложное задание. После клиппинг-поинта первого нужно моментально переложиться и отработать первую зону Touch and Go. Сделать это без потери скорости, что очень и очень важно будет, особенно в парных заездах. Напомню, сегодня вы увидите парные заезды. Да, вот это судейское задание. Давайте еще раз на него посмотрим. Ну или впервые, если кто-то не видел этого вчера. Внутренний клиппинг-поинт. Красным отмечены зоны, где автомобиль ни в коем случае появляться не должен. Прежде всего это касается пилота, который будет лидировать в сегодняшних дуэлях, в сегодняшних хитах. Вот они, задачи для первого. Полностью выполнить квалификационное задание, обеспечив таким образом возможность полноценного парного заезда. И отсутствие замедлений в зоне Touch and Go 1, о чем я говорил на самом старте. И второй внутренний клиппинг-поинт, которым заканчивается оцениваемый участок протяженностью 640 метров от зоны фуридажа до финишной линии. Ошибки, естественно, маленький угол, узкая траектория, все, что позволяет, что называется, свалить от преследователя. Медленные перекладки, это тоже второму задаче не упрощает, ну и так далее. Все это, если будут судьи считать, сочтут и определят, что это все было сделано для того, чтобы свалить, будет жестоко наказан такой лидер. Задача второго — поставиться не позже последнего конуса, то есть если лидер поставился раньше, можно через паузу это сделать. Ехать максимально близко, повторяя все движения с углом равным или большим, чем у лидера, и, разумеется, выполнять синхронно перекладки. Просто, казалось бы, ничего подобного. И сейчас вы в этом убедитесь, и те, кто видел сегодняшние утренние тренировки, конечно же, видели, что у многих пилотов получается хорошо на этой трассе. Все потому, что автодром этот опытным дрифтерам давно знаком. В общем-то, ничего серьезно в конфигурации не поменялось. Но есть вот нюансы, связанные с послестартовыми этими маневрами. Процедура старта. Обратите внимание, что лидер должен начать движение не раньше зеленого сигнала. Нельзя, естественно, сбивать конусы, которыми отмечена траектория вот через эту первую правую дугу. И, естественно, второй пилот, который будет выполнять роль догоняющего, преследующего лидера, не должен опережать, то есть линия бампера не должна пересекать соответствующую линию автомобиля лидера. Что касается процедуры рестарта, будет она дана в следующих случаях, если будет сбит конус, если лидер совершит фальстарт. Ну и, разумеется, 3 нарушения, которые приведут к рестартам, будут равносильны проигрышу для того пилота, который эти нарушения допустил. 0 баллов в заезде. 0 — это условная штука такая, потому что никаких баллов судьи не выставляют. Каждый из 3 арбитров принимает собственное суждение о том, кто победил или нужно ли назначить one more time. Разворот, разумеется, дрифт с противоположным углом, то, что вчера подвело Артура Мелкумяна. Столкновение, разумеется, и сейфран, так называемый, очень важный такой параметр. То есть если в первом заезде соперник разворачивается, второй пилот оказывается искушаем следующей процедуры. То есть проехать как-нибудь, добраться до финиша, понимая прекрасно, что лишь бы не 0, что называется. Вот такой проезд и будет оценен на 0. Даже если во вчерашней квалификации это нулем не закончилось бы. Это очень важный момент. Это делается и ввели это правило ради того, чтобы повысить зрелищность всего процесса в целом. И зрелищность, я вас уверяю, сегодня не подкачает, тем более, что, как и положено, после окончания заездов участников чемпионата по дрэгрейсингу погода, как видите, улучшилась. Да, по-прежнему прохладно здесь, в Богородском районе Нижегородской области. В общем, что, кстати, хорошо для моторов, которые здесь вечно страдают, потому что трасса очень требовательная к двигателям. Ну и осадки сегодня уже мы наблюдали, но, к счастью, не в таких количествах, как вчера. Вчера даже град шел и очень сильный ливень. Что там Илья Федоров обсуждает с механиками, с Андреем Бесеговым. Начинаем мы с одиночного проезда победителя вчерашней квалификации. 32 пилота в сетке парных заездов. Поскольку не все 32 смогли отметиться вчера положительными результатами, то 4 лидеров, а именно Георгий Чевчан из команды Forward Авто, Андрей Остапов и Тарас Шатов, а также Кристоф Блушс, остались в первом раунде без соперников. Кристофса я вчера по ошибке, по привычке, вернее, записал в одну команду, в составе которой он выступал на первом этапе, но оказалось, что привез Кристофса в этот раз не партнер российской дрифт-серии Гран-при, не компания Аймола, совсем другой производитель смазочных материалов, логотип которого без труда вы разглядите на BMW E46 карбоновой пилота из Риги. Аркадий Пучинин на прогревочный проезд сейчас отправится. И Владимир Чевчан, его соперник, должен был уже на трассе быть. Да, вот его Сильвия С14 команды Forward Auto уже на оцениваемом участке. Можно еще раз освежить в памяти квалификационное задание. Сейчас будет это длиннющая внешняя клиппинг-зона. Зона означает, что от начала до конца нужно ее проехать. А вот следующая за ней внешняя как раз зона Touch and Go, так называемая. Там в любом месте, отмеченном конусами, нужно автомобилю обозначиться. Потом снова полноценная у главной трибуны. От конуса до конуса нужно проехать. И там соответствующая трехполосочная разметка, которую сейчас довольно коряво, будем честны, проезжает Аркадий Пучинин. И после этого завершающий всю эту радость клиппинг-поинт внутренний, который обуславливает траекторию движения в последнем повороте. Судейское задание, особенно там судьи, вернее, отмечали на брифингах, что в последнем вираже ехать сразу внутрь запрещено категорически. В этом случае просто пилоту-преследователю не останется места для того, чтобы подъехать к лидеру. По-английски это называется unchaseable run. Адекватного перевода не существует. Я обычно говорю парно-дрифтопригодный, что, в общем, отражает суть, несмотря на громоздкую формулировку. Естественно, в соответствии с тем развитием, которое происходит в РДС, в этом году судьи особенно строго оценивают пилота, идущего по трассе первым. Почему? Потому что именно его действия обуславливают, увидим ли мы парный заезд полноценный или нет. Все абсолютно справедливо. Более того, по итогам одного заезда мы, конечно, с вами можем делать выводы и строить догадки, кто же является фаворитом в этой начавшейся дуэли. Но судьи будут оценивать 2 проезда первым номером и 2 проезда вторым. Так что пока не закончится второй проезд каждой пары, в общем, делать какие-то выводы преждевременно, если, конечно, не произошло одного из тех событий, которые эквивалентны квалификационному нулю. Макс Твардовский, конечно, там демонстрировал свои пальцы, пострадавшие вчера от кипятка. В первой попытке заглох автомобиль из-за перегрева у пилота Fail Crew. И не придумал Макс ничего лучше, как излечить пробку в системе охлаждения, открыв крышку расширительного бачка. Естественно, автомобиль тут же отреагировал абсолютно в соответствии с законами физики и облил Максу руки крутейшим кипятком. Хорошо, что в шлеме был пилот при этом. И пострадали только пальцы. Но вот этими пострадавшими пальцами пришлось Максиму ехать вторую попытку, вторую и последнюю. Напомню, всего 2 их сейчас в соответствии с регламентом. В общем, было героически. Но героизм этот был вознагражден не нулевым баллом от судей. Но, правда, ирония судьбы в том, что соперником Макса Твардовского в топ-32 стал никто иной, как Аркадий Цареградцев, его товарищ по команде и лидер личного зачета РДС Гран-при 2018. Секундомер отсчитывает 5 минут, которые запросила команда Forward Auto для устранения проблем с автомобилем Владимира Чевчана. Пошли стяжки в ход. Как известно, половину дрифтерского автомобиля можно собрать на стяжках. Но если еще тейп есть, то вообще любую поломку можно устранить. Это совершенно точно. Какие-то элементы выхлопа, что ли, было бы странно, что на стяжке не удается разглядеть. Видно, что механик старается, и там даже так тесно, что, в общем, и помочь человеку непонятно как, по той простой причине, что второй там уже не разместится. Таким образом, 3,5 минуты остается у команды Forward Auto, чтобы доставить пилота на старт. Это тоже новация этого года. Раньше такой фэрплей мы регулярно наблюдали, когда соперник, который не испытывает технических проблем, не торопился выезжать на линию старта. И таким образом 5 минут превращались в 10. Ну, теперь, чтобы, опять же, придать динамики всему процессу, секундомер включается моментально, как только выясняется, что у автомобиля технические проблемы, он на старт немедленно прибыть не может. Вот теперь Аркадий Пучинин там мигает своими проблесковыми маячками у стартового створа, а Владимир Чевчан сидит в поддомкратченном автомобиле и искренне желает удачи и сноровки своим механикам. Механикам команды, напомню, Forward Auto, который является действующим чемпионом в командном зачете. К слову сказать, в настоящее время, после 2 прошедших этапов, в командном зачете лидирует коллектив под названием «Автопрофи». А их топовый на данный момент пилот Евгений Лосев занимает 3-ю позицию. Но там очень плотно в стане лидеров. Как раз у Аркадия Цареградцева 384 балла, у Георгия Чевчана после вчерашней квалификации 374, а у Евгения Лосева 358 очков. У нас там в предстартовой зоне работает корреспондент, его зовут Стас Рыбин. И давайте мы сейчас передадим ему слово, он нам расскажет, что происходит с машиной Владимира Чевчана.
Друзья, на самом деле прямо сейчас ведется, так сказать, небольшой ремонт, потому что Вов Чевчана мы с вами смогли увидеть, что по трассе отпал выхлоп, были искры. Инженеры сейчас хотя бы на хомуты пытаются прикрепить выхлоп, потому что уже ждет.
В общем, к сожалению, все произошло настолько внезапно, что без звука оказался Стас. Очень старался, жестикулировал. Что-то, возможно, рассказывал бесконечно интересное. Но,
Друзья, давайте поддержим
увы, все это было just for fun, что называется. Владимир Чевчан за 1,5 минуты до окончания тех самых полагающихся по регламенту 5 все-таки оказался на колесах в автомобиль, и он выдвигается к линии старта, если я ничего не путаю, на вот том сверхобщем плане, который у меня есть из окна комментаторской кабины. Да, вот эта пара, еще раз давайте на них полюбуемся. Красноярск и Питер, С14 Сильвия и BMW E30, V-образная восьмерка под капотом у Аркадия Пучинина и СР-20, 4-цилиндровый турбомотор у Владимира Чевчана. Поехали. Разгон. Эти конусы означают так называемую респект-зону, во время которой нужно двигаться с постоянной скоростью. И вот тут начинается full throttle. Тут пилот устремляется к линии фуридаши. Вот этот конус, который отмечает конец зоны фуридаши. Промахивается мимо первого клиппинг-поинта Владимир Чевчан. Что там происходит? Господи, Аркадий, зачем? Да, там, похоже, замедлился сильно Владимир Чевчан в первой зоне Touch and Go. Сейчас очень нам пригодится, наверное, повтор. Хотя на повторе оценить динамику автомобиля крайне сложно. Да. Ну, будем ждать решения судейской коллегии. Сейчас я вангую, что, возможно, потребуется техническая помощь. Бампер там отлетел уже. Быстренько маршалы лишние детали устраняют и, соответственно, приводят трассу вновь в дрифтопригодное состояние. Хотелось бы понять, что же там случилось с Аркадием. Ну, давайте будем разбираться. Наша любимая рубрика. Вот он разгон, вот она постановка. Внутренний клиппинг-поинт. Здесь очень широко поехал Владимир Чевчан. Решил отработать эту первую зону Touch and Go. И замедлился очень сильно. Аркадий Пучинин уходил вроде бы от столкновения, но не ушел. Да. Да, прибыли автомобиля в предстартовую зону. 5 минут опять. 5 минут опять. Такой вот каламбурчик, уж простите, невольный вырвался. Ну, здесь, да, против траектории погрешил Владимир Чевчан. И конус там разлетелся на составляющие. Ну, понятно, что не это будет определять во многом исход дуэли Владимира Чевчана и Аркадия Пучинина. Напомню, что Форвард Авто на этом этапе снова 2 автомобилями только представлено. И Иван Никулин пока, по имеющейся информации, решил продолжить выступать в сибирском чемпионате. Информация от судей вам, дорогие друзья. Владимир Чевчан-то, возможно, и замедлился там у первой зоны Touch and Go, но проблема в том, что к тому времени Аркадий Пучинин ехал по совсем уже неправильной траектории и опережать своего соперника начал задолго до того, как стало очевидно имевшая, возможно, место ошибка Владимира Чевчана, связанная именно с темпом передвижения. Да, у Владимира там в начале была, мягко говоря, не совсем правильная траектория. Здесь хорошо видно на плане с коптера, обратите внимание. И, в общем-то, конечно, плохо, наверное, по замедленным повторам оценивать, что бы то ни было, но Пучинин здесь был категорически неправ, даже в том случае, повторюсь, даже если замедлился Владимир Чевчан. Давайте еще раз. Вот смотрите, Пучинин уже сильно впереди, заметно впереди своего соперника. А именно лидер определяет траекторию. И Пучинин сейчас, правильная для него тактика была бы следовать за лидером. Замедлился лидер, тоже замедлится. Никаких проблем с этим нет. Не должно быть, во всяком случае. 3 минуты осталось до окончания восстановительных работ. Теперь вроде бы со звуком должен появиться в нашем эфире Стас Рыбин. Давайте передадим ему слово.
Итак, друзья, еще раз здесь мы сейчас в технической зоне. Был оторван радиатор от основного телевизора у Nissan Silvia S14 Rocket Boss, но команда Forward Auto успела сейчас соединить пластик и вытащили фару, чтобы не было стекла на трассе. И огромные аплодисменты команде Forward Auto. На самом деле не совсем удачное начало, но все-таки удалось. Ну, давайте посмотрим на следующий заезд, друзья мои.
На месте уже автомобиль Владимира Чевчана, где у нас Аркадий Пучинин. Давайте его поищем. Вот так, сверху видно все это так и знай. Вот он, BMW E30. 2 минуты 10 секунд остается у механиков Аркадия Пучинина, чтобы пилота доставить на старт второй части этого хита. Именно так называется процедура вот этих двух проездов по оцениваемому участку, которая представляет собой как раз дуэль за право выхода в следующий раунд. За то, чтобы, между прочим, стать соперником Георгия Чевчана. Кто это будет? Ну, понятно, что в свете того, что доложили нам судьи, в общем, у Аркадия Пучинина, конечно, шансы призрачные. Тем более, что правое переднее колесо, так на глаз оценивая, в общем, находится в противоестественном положении. Можно ли на этом ехать? Это большой вопрос. То, что автомобиль будет, мягко говоря, плохо управляться, это я почти уверен. Но сейчас, за минуту 20 до окончания вот этого интервала ремонтного, да, в общем, там серьезное повреждение, так довольно сильно влетел в своего соперника Аркадий Пучинин. Минута остается, и колесо на месте. В общем, там какие-то последние наставления. Я уж не знаю, что это может сказать человек, который будет вынужден вот на таком автомобиле выехать. Минута остается. Аркадий, естественно, решил попробовать, что там и куда поворачивает. Ну, в общем, а доедет ли это колесо и далее по классике. Ну, хорошо. Второй боевой проезд. Браво механики. Восстановили, как могли уж, автомобили. Есть подозрение, что, в общем-то, Владимира Чевчана это столкновение прошло с меньшими последствиями, с менее трагическими. Зеленый сигнал светофора. Давайте же наблюдать, что же будет дальше в этой дуэли. Теперь лидером становится Аркадий Пучинин. И задача Владимира Чевчана, ну, хоть для начала не столкнуться с Аркашей, а там посмотрим, что называется. Постановка, небольшой запас там дает Владимир Чевчан своему сопернику. Аркадий Пучинин мажет мимо первой зоны Touch and Go. И в дуге тоже, смотрите, поехал посередине. Владимир Чевчан решил зону эту отработать. В общем, что заданием и не требовалось, как мы с вами знаем. И распрямляется Аркадий. Кстати, вот это действие повторил Владимир Чевчан скрупулезнейшим образом. И ровно так же, как и Аркадий, восстановил движение в управляемом заносе и довел этот заезд до финиша. Браво, Аркадий, что я могу сказать. В общем, автомобиль выглядел малопригодным для контролируемого движения по трассе. Но, тем не менее, Аркадий, в общем, проехал и проехал не так трагично, как можно было ожидать после вот такого столкновения. Даже на этом плане видно, какой неестественный был развал у правого переднего колеса Е30 BMW с 10-м номером. Подождем сейчас графики, подождем судейского решения. Мне кажется, что здесь будет все довольно единодушно. Напомню, что если в квалификации арбитры отвечали каждый за свой участок работы, Александр Сиверцев оценивал траекторию, Дмитрий Добровольский угол заноса, а Энди Йен, судья формулы дрифт, стиль. И у него, соответственно, было в распоряжении 40 баллов против 30 у каждого из коллег. То во время парных заездов обсуждение в судейском корпусе, разумеется, происходит, но каждый из арбитров сам вправе принимать решение. В данном случае абсолютно единогласно. Победу одерживает Владимир Чевчан. Давайте вступаем в овациях Аркадия Пучинина. Его механиков боролись до последнего. Но что поделать, если вот такая ошибка в самом начале первого проезда случилась. Чевчановское дерби нас ждет с вами завтра в раунде топ-16. На сегодня Владимир Чевчан может уже отдыхать в компании своего брата младшего. Да, вот он тейп, видите? Я же говорю, что, в общем, можно починить. После прогрева чинили при помощи стяжек, потом чинили при помощи тейпа. И оба раза преуспели механики Forward Auto, за что им честь и хвала. Следующая пара участников уже возвращается с прогревочного проезда. Это Диди Каба, Сергей Кабаргин, пилот команды iMall, ЕЕ Team. ЕЕ это Evil Empire. Степан Азаров из команды Автопрофи станет его соперником в этой дуэли. На кону по-прежнему единственная вакансия в раунде топ-16. Где же там пилоты? Никого я не вижу на линии старта, хотя Степан Азаров, который вторым будет в первом заезде передвигаться по трассе, он как раз уже и возвращался. Там возле механиков, по-моему, стоит Сильвия под 15-м стартовым номером. Стас там пошел охотиться на Пучинина, по всей видимости. Если охота успехом увенчается, услышим мы еще и Аркадия в эфире. Но сейчас, учитывая эти 5-минутные интервалы, нам бы, вообще говоря, ускориться. За нами уже нет заездов, но за нами есть закат, темень, ночь и прочие не самые подходящие для дрифта вещи. Во всяком случае, вот на этом автодроме, название которого вы как раз видите на фоне вернее, оно является фоном для автомобиля Георгия Чевчана. Степан Азаров, его Silvia S15 с мотором от Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. Напомню я вам, 4G63T, 640 сил, 700 выдает 2GZ, установленный под кевларово-карбоновый капот Toyota Supra, пилот из Санкт-Петербурга. Поехали! Диди Каба, естественно, лидирует. Он вчера был 8-м в квалификации. В очень непростых, так сказать, условиях. Сейчас Степан Азаров опередил лидера. Будет ли принято решение о рестарте? Флага нет. И значит, боевой заезд у нас начинается. И обратите внимание, как четко отработал первый клиппинг точки и зоны Сергей Кабаргин. Здесь Степан Азаров подъезжает. Пытается, по крайней мере, сократить дистанцию. Можно в этом случае второму пилоту и угол убирать, и немного срезать по траектории. Два колеса за пределами трассы и разворот. Что-то такое мы вчера уже наблюдали в исполнении этого же пилота. Кстати говоря, неоднократно, по крайней мере, в тренировках точно. Пока пилоты возвращаются на старт, мы, разумеется, любуемся повтором этого заезда. Чуть позже поставился Степан Азаров, но, кстати, был точнее в первом клиппинг-поинте. Здесь уже лучше выглядел Сергей Кабаргин. Перекладка. Показалось мне, что маловат угол у Супры здесь. Больше даже он был у Степана Азарова, хотя дистанция не увеличивалась при этом. Даже, похоже, слегка сократилась. Вот эта полноценная клиппинг-зона, вторая, она же последняя. И остается только клиппинг-поинт, в который не попал, кстати говоря, Диди Каба. Но в это время оператор был, естественно, увлечен тем, что происходит со Степаном Азаровым. А там, вот смотрите, раз колесо, два колесо точно было за белыми линиями. Ну, а Диди Каба вот на этом плане хорошо было видно. Он не то чтобы совсем не попал в этот заключительный клиппинг-поинт, но просто недостаточно точно это сделал, если подходить к происходящему с квалификационными лекалами. Если вообще говорить о ценности вот этих зон и точек, в которые нужно попасть, проезжая трассу в соответствии с судейским заданием, то...
As you know, every clipping zone is 5 points. And the most expensive, they're outside clipping zones. There are 6 points for each one. And that's the second route for Stepan Azarov, who is a leader. Wow, he's he's not going through the first touch and go zone, and there are 4 wheels out of the track. And Sergei Kabergin tried to follow him, but he just limited it with 2 wheels. And the speed was lost. If we're talking about Stepan Nazarov, everything is in the smoke, as you can see. It's Andrei Pesega from Toyo Tires Gorilla Energy and Evgeny Grigoriev. That's a nice combinations of the numbers, number 32 and 22. They're at the start line, ready for the first run. Andrei Pesega will be the leader in this hit. And they are starting up. That's a good initiation here, very sharp. The first clipping zone and touch and go zone. Well, Andrei managed to do this in a very good way, but the line was very narrow at this curve. From my angle that was okay, but the judges know better. Well, there were some mistakes here. Okay, let's just look carefully at this in the replay. Oh yeah. We cannot see this as good as judges, because from this angle, from this camera, it's not so easy to understand whether there were some mistakes. And whether they got into the first clipping zone. Should I say something? Well, yeah, that's all about the diesel map, and it's really complicated to make it. So the driver should be really professional and experienced.
Okay, looks like we're back.
Yeah,
mixed
finally.
up with Russian and
Yes.
English audio. We're probably speaking to no one there for 10 minutes, but yeah. The thing is, we're running multiple languages here, English and Russian. Nicola, our friend next door, is speaking Russian. We were speaking English to no one, but we're back in business.
Finally.
Here we go. Evgeny
Grigoriev, yeah.
versus Andrei Pesagov.
Pisagov, yeah.
Yeah, this guy in the BMW, a V8, has been laying it down, solid runs. He's off the qualifying line here. Not great lead run, but the R32 is staying close. They're both way off the qualifying line. Nice transition onto the outside zone. Nice late entry. This last corner is really nice. You can really go wide, put foot to floor, and power back out.
Wow, this was really good with the last clipping zone. We'll see this one more time in the replay.
Pretty steady from both of them, but they're both missing the line, and that's the most critical thing set out in the judging criteria. You need to qualify. You need to run the qualifying line, and you can see both of them. They're just running mid-corner, so not a very strong run. R32 closes up there on the just before the transition, and then the BMW kind of puts foot to floor, runs a super wide line, really nice, lots of angle, runs that wide line and powers out of the last corner. R32 closes up again, scrappy run from two. I'm not really sure what way to call that one. So let's see what the judges have got to say. Andy gives it to the R32, Dimitri and Alex. So yeah, Andrei Pesagov goes through to the top 16. Kristaps, here we go, first up the big guns now. Kristaps is doing a buy run because he is in 4th place. So let's see how that goes for him. I know this track is super hard on tires, like he was basically baking the tires off in 2 runs. So this should be a pretty... this should be a good run to show you how to run this course. He's not going to hold back. This car running 1,000 horsepower, new carbon fiber all. Nice nice flick into the early entry. Gets that first clip, runs that outside the line, could be a bit deeper. Transitions fast. This car is super fast. Runs that outside zone. Oh, runs off track, runs a wheel or two. Still transitions, gets this outside zone.
Spin out.
Look at this. Yeah. And the camera perfectly gets this outside zone. Could have been a bit deeper there, but pretty nice run from Kristaps. So Kristaps will be meeting the winner of our next battle. So yeah, the first top 16 battle will be between both Chechen brothers, then Sergei Kabargin and Andrei Pesagov, and now we have Denis Repkin and Ilya
Puchinin. No?
Dennis Repkin and Ilya
Arkhipov.
That's the one. It just slipped in my name. Obviously. I find it hard pronouncing Eastern European names and Lithuanians especially, and but yeah, this makes it interesting for me.
Oh, and it's the warming up for the next tandem.
Yeah, this fresh auto Lada is one of my favorite cars. Slammed, wide body rocket funny over fenders, 2JZ. It's not much of a Lada left underneath, but it's pretty cool car.
Looks pretty unsophisticated, I would say.
Unsophisticated. It looks pretty much removed from ever being a Lada. So we got Toyota Supra 2JZ and a BMW E46, another one with a V8.
And they're starting up. Denis Repkin will be the leader here. Was really good at training. They were training together, and Arkhipov was really good, but we'll see what will happen now.
Nice wide line by the Supra, misses that, does 2 outside zones, and look at the BMW, it's like straightening, really scrappy chase run. Supra with the top secret body kit running that wide line. He could be a bit deeper in that last corner, but yeah, pretty
They were not
okay
able
run.
to transition simultaneously.
E46 was nearly straightening before that first transition,
yeah.
so he'll get a heavy deduction on points for that.
And Ilya was also 1 wheel out of the track. You can see this clearly.
The BMW, really nice camera angle. See there, big huge straighten by the BMW.
Yep.
Depends how the judges are gonna. It's just really scrappy run. The E46 tries to one wide. The Supra, I'm not sure the criteria in that last corner. Do you run wide and then get this inside clip? But yeah, pretty straightforward run from the Supra. E46 was a very scrappy chase run. So we'll see what way it comes up for these guys now.
And one of the most intriguing tandems is the next one. It's Evgeny Losev and his opponent. Actually, Evgeny had some problems with the oil pump in his car. And Evgeny Rozhaynikov, who is his opponent, as I said, and he also had some problems with his car. So that's why that will be really interesting to watch it. Well, finally.
Here, BMW's going to lead up front now. See if he can redo his kind of quite poor chase run.
Ilya Arhipov is going to be a leader here.
Right, taking it quite steady now. Here they put the foot to floor on the Toyo Tires arch. BMW does a bit late initiation. Supra staying pretty close, but they're way off the
Missed the
qualifying
first touch
line.
and go.
Oh, Messi again through that bend. They're both
line.
missing the outside zone. BMW tries to run the wide line. Supra dives in. Yeah, if I'm saying they both had a really poor line, but the Supra had the cleanest and most consistent the whole way through. You can see through corner 2, the BMW nearly straightening up again. So he could initiate a bit earlier. Supra stays with him. They get that first clip, but then run really middle of the line here. They should be wide and outside zone. Big mistake there, kind of straighten up from the BMW, and the Supra is just staying with him.
Denis wasn't a really complicated situation here. I would say he was better.
The BMW? Depends on the mistake, but the Supra dives in and the gap kind of grows. So yeah, it's a hard one to call. Depends what way the judges are seeing this.
Because definitely they see it better than we. And Denis Repkin is winning this tandem. Going to the top 16. We'll see him tomorrow. Give him the round of applause.
I'm gonna say you do like your Supras in Russia. There's about 5 or 6 on the grid, like pretty rare to see these days. Your Gorilla Energy guys. All the guys Ready maintenance, Kabargan.
Yeah.
Throwing the tactics. How he's gonna like beat all today.
Trying to explain which line is the best one, maybe.
I must say, I really do like his suit. They've done a super good, nice job on it. I must say, you Russian dudes, guys do have the style down. All the cars are just look on point. Like they all just look really nice. Like the graphics, the wheels, the offset. Yeah. They just style. Russian Drift Series really has got the style factor down. Now this guy, Yevgeny Losev, he's third in the championship. He's driving super well, and I've seen him in practice today. He was super good. And Yevgeny Ruzhnov, he's a two-time RDS champion. So Ruzhnov will lead. See what the former RDS champion will lead against the new gun. Let's say.
Wow, they were very close here.
Super close initiation. GT86 quite scrappy behind. Ruzhnov is running the ideal qualifying line.
Small angle here. We're almost at the line. Wow.
GT86 is trying to close in on him. But yeah, S15 rode a nice line, but
they were door to door at the finish line. Yeah. Very close. It would be really interesting to see this from different angles.
So yeah, you can see the S15 leads in, nice early transition. GT86 tries to dive in, S15 runs really wide, but you can see here he is just like being really shallow. And yeah, it's a messy chase run. S15 runs the example lead line. You see this GT86 making lots of different mistakes. Transition, whoa, GT86 goes way offline there. Nearly goes off track. S15 runs a wide line again. The GT86, he's attacking, but it's really, really scrappy. So I don't know what's going to happen with this one. For me, the S15 would take it pretty good advantage. So drone camera gets a quite nice angle of all the footage.
But I would say that they were the closest today.
Yeah, for sure. GT86 was super close, but he was super messy, and coming here into the last corner, he was just all over the place. Like.
Oh, it's Denis Migal and Fedor Vorobyov saying hello to us. And we are waiting for the show, for the battle of two Yevgenys.
I think Yevgeny Losev is going to lay down a serious lead run. I've seen this car in practice, and it was really well driven. Like, it's not many GT86s I can see across Europe and even across Russia. I've not seen him much, but yeah, he did a really good lead run in practice. So here he goes. Nice early transition. S15 staying a bit behind, but the GT86 is pulling a bit of gap. Runs a nice wide line.
was out of the first touch and go zone, as you can see.
And the S15 is just mid-corner. GT86 running a super nice wide line. Transitions early, lots of smoke. S15 tries to dive in.
Out of the track with two wheels for Toyota. What are they doing here?
Yeah, but is the green area defined as off track? Mm-hmm. Is it?
So, but it was earlier. He was out of the edge, out of the white line, out of the white marking.
Is that clearly defined as 0 points?
No, it's not. It's only four wheels. And if it's two wheels,
well, I think once you're still on the green stuff, it's okay. Like, it's. I think once you go on the graphs, it's actually.
We have some rules about deducting points for two wheels, like minus 5 points.
Two wheels out is usually on grass. Look, see, you can go two wheels out here and it's okay once you don't go beyond the cones. So see, the GT86 runs a perfect outside line here. Transitions, misses this outside clip, carries huge amount of angle.
Something
the
happened
cone
here
is there.
now.
He doesn't hit the 2 cones, so he's still on track. Like, runs a super wide line. S15 is struggling to keep up, so that's a really good run from the GT86. Let's see if he can get back that disadvantage he lost in the first run. So yeah, best battle of the day so far.
Definitely.
And no dramas. Here we go, another fresh auto, Toyota Supra.
And first smoke of the tires. I also love the sounds.
So we have Nikita Festov. He is from Krasnodar, one of the youngest driver in the series.
He's 20 years old, yeah. You mean this duel, yeah? Nikita Fetisov and Anton Svarinsky.
Yeah, S15 SR20, quite a simple build, 450 horsepower. So yeah, enough to keep up with the big guys here.
Here's Denis Revkin. He's without helmet. You can see him. Andreas Tapov is getting ready, and we can
the
see
S15 gets the win. I think it was the huge advantage he probably pulled off the first run, and the former RDS champion goes through to the final 16. So fresh auto, what is that? It's a big parts department here.
It's always very interesting to know about the history of the names of these teams. So I will just take an interview from him.
I think it's a pretty big sponsor.
That's interesting.
Gotcha, Saito, Kabargan, Mercedes Japan. Saito looking confused as ever. And what are all these crazy Russian people saying around me? He's going to need to learn Russian. He's over here so much. He actually didn't go to D1 this weekend in Japan to come to Russia. He prefers Russian out to Japan.
Aren't you going to learn Russian?
Sorry?
Don't you want to learn Russian?
I've came here once. I go to a different country every week. If I need to learn a language out of each of these countries, I would be in trouble. Yesterday was Polish. Today is Russian. Next Wednesday is Romanian. Then the week after, I probably need to learn French and German. So
wow,
it's going to be busy if I need to learn all those languages. So luckily, I speak English, and luckily, some of those countries do speak some English. So all looking at Evgeny Yosev's 2JZ.
So Toyota Tires Guerrilla Energy has 2 drivers in the next stage, in top 16. And there are 3 drivers of Auto Profi team in the top 16. Oh no. And that's the first run for Anton Svarinsky and Nikita Fetisov.
Anton to lead in. Anton
Svarinsky.
Yeah. Nice early transition. Gets the front clipping point. Runs the wide line. Gets that nice outside zone.
Some corrections here.
Fetisov is struggling to keep up. Super runs a nice wide line. But the S15 is just struggling to keep up. Pretty strong run from the lead car, and it's a nice advantage to him. What did you think of it? Nice early initiation. Super gets that front clip. And the S15 just doesn't have the pace. Super could run a bit wider there. Transitions and runs wide. Gets the first, second and third outside zone there. Does the quick transition. Runs the outside zone again. Really nice run. Gets all the outside zones perfectly. Gets a middle of the road last time. Gets the front clip. But yeah, really good qualifying run for lead run. For me, it's probably like a 7-3 to the lead car, so pretty heavy advantage to the lead car. And S15 has a lot of work to do in the second battle to catch up on that one.
And the judges, they just said that it's a really major mistake to not to follow the leader, not to be close. That's the worst mistake they can have today.
So yeah, Nikolai relaying that information from Russian to you to me. We do have one American over in the judging tower, Andy Yen from Formula D. So he's trying to understand all these Russians, judge, relay English to Russian commentator, to then
This
back to
really
you, to then
stressful.
translate back to me. So we go. Anton, oh no,
Svarinsky, who is the chaser here.
Fetisov leaves. Nice outside zone. Super is running a shallow line.
Wow, this
really
was
messy chase. S15 now pulls away. Getting that outside zone. Really nice. Transitions again. Runs the outside zone.
They're very close here. And it's the last turn. And Andrei Fetisov was one wheel out of the track.
The lead car.
Yeah.
Where did he drop the wheel? So yeah, the Super is just trying to do the initiation but in the middle of the track, and you can see he's not running that qualifying line, he's just running in the middle of the road. Fetisov could be a bit wider, but then is a bit shallow, doesn't get these outside zones, but the Super is super shallow. Transitions, gets that outside zone, transitions then in front of the grandstand. S15 from Fetisov gets those lines. Super tries to lock in, big straight, and a mistake there. Puts a wheel on the curb, but nothing. But again, heavy advantage lead car, so it'd be interesting to see what way the judges play this one.
But Anton was closer as a chaser. But who knows, maybe we will have one more time. I'm having this information now.
Yeah.
No one knows.
I'm looking forward to seeing that Super run though. That is a super cool car.
Yeah.
Fedor Vorobev. You would not think that's a Supra. It has to be the world's most badass looking Supra. Or not Super, Lada, I mean, what am I thinking? Looks so cool.
You know, it looks like a Batman's car.
A Batman car?
Yeah.
It's a cool Batman car. So yeah, the Super, they're just comparing the first run.
The bad line here, which was wrong.
For me, the Super runs a lot better qualifying run in the first run compared to S15. S15 was very shallow here. He didn't get these outside zones. Super got all of these outside zones perfectly. Got that one, then transitions gets this one, and then gets his front clip on the exit of the last corner. So for me, the Super had a much better, cleaner lead run. So let's see what way this plays out. Just replaying S15. The Super was closer.
We're having one more replay.
Yeah,
It never means anything good.
Yeah, the Super was closer.
It's really complicated because you see the spelling. It's pronounced like Vorobyov, but we don't have any letter which shows that it's Byo. You can see this. So in English that would be read like Vorobev. Vorobev, yeah.
Nikita Fetisov wins.
Congratulations to Nikita. And applause to Anton Sorinsky. And tomorrow Nikita Fetisov will be battling with Ruzhaynikov.
Battle damage there.
It's warming up now, as you can see. Yesterday he was the second in the qualification, following Grigory Chivchan. Oh, as you can see, the line was awful here. This is Byron. He just demonstrated that he is capable of taking part in the next stage.
So yeah, he had a super quality. He was number 2 in qualifying, so he had a really good day. Next, now we're gonna have the warm-up between Fedor Vorobev and Daniel Merkel.
You know, when you're Russian, it looks absolutely obvious how you should read this, but I think it's really a torture when you are English speaker, native English speaker, and you just read these surnames and last names, and it's really complicated to pronounce that.
That Lada is badass, I must say. That is probably my favorite car here. You wouldn't think it. Although I do want to come here ice drifting in the winter. I hear Arcadius is the man to call in the Red Ring, is it?
Yeah, I also heard that. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's not even going to finish, he's warming up. If he's going to continue like that, it will be very complicated for Fyodor Vorobyov. You can enjoy your favorite car.
Daniel Merkel. He is in .600 horsepower 2JZ Lada with not much resembling a Lada underneath.
Yeah, it's absolutely not Lada.
It's basically a Nissan with parts with a Lada bolted to the top of it.
So it's Fyodor Vorobyov and Daniel Merkel.
500 horsepower 2JZ and 710 horsepower Chaser. For me,
let's go. It's a green light.
Jeez,
It's
so
getting
flat.
darker.
Lada is running the nice example lead line, big straight in front of
Wow.
Chaser, and there it goes, off track.
Off track.
The Lada lays down a nice outside zone. Transitions, runs that nice outside zone. Foot to floor, exits through the last corner, and yeah.
Oh, he got stuck there. Actually, what's the problem? Why did he get there? What was the problem? Daniel Merkel tried to do this free dashi. He just lost control, or and we're waiting for the pause. It will be like 5 minutes again. Hope there are no mechanical problems with the car.
Yeah, Chaser just couldn't keep up, locked up, straight in, understeered, and kind of straight into gravel trap. Not a nice way to end his day, and this probably ended his weekend. So, yeah, let's see where it goes from here. Just looking at some of the messages while we pull out this Chaser. A lot of people saying the Lada looks very fluid. It does look very fluid, transitioning. Big shout out to Antanas Kuglias, one of our keen followers from Lithuania. Charles Ng from Hong Kong, the Drift Mensai over there. Hope you're keeping well, Charles. He's laying it down in Asia this year. I've been following him over in D1, China. But he's the man to beat over there at the moment in the Maxwell S13. Just seeing who else. Yeah, please comment, shout out where you're from, where you're tuning in from. This is one of my first experiences of RDS, and Dimitri is giving me a guideline across of who we are, what we're dealing with, and yeah, just I think what the guys are trying to do is open up this series to international fans across the world. So Nikolai, how are you feeling? He's happy.
He says that
He's got all his Russian done. He's taking a breather.
Maybe he lost the connection in his commentary room. And the drivers are telling about the complications on the track. They were firstly relaxed, and Evgeny was far from his opponent, and that's why they had some problems during this lap.
Жирного проезда в топ-32, как-то все смазано получилось, как минимум с моей стороны. Вот, мы старались, но вот условия, к сожалению,
But we know that the drivers were doing their best in any case.
У тебя были такие прям... Это новый уровень, мне кажется, парного дрифта. Прям нереально крутые нырки. Привык к машине?
Да нет, машина полноценная не
Evgeny is telling that he has some problems with the car because it's quite new to him, and he was just training with that. Everything was okay during the trainings, but at the qualification, at the tandem runs, it was a bit complicated with the steering, and that's why he didn't do his best.
Вот примешь его предложение?
Да, конечно, приму.
Друзья, мы ждем от вас хорошего, качественного контента.
Увидимся в новой серии ЖЖ.
Поехали, спасибо.
So they are promising us to keep us informed about their activities.
Everyone's saying hi to Charles Ng online. Charles, maybe hit up the guys in RDS. They can get you in a S15. Loads of right-hand drive S15s here for you. Shout out to Lean Burke and the Latvia posse over there in Riga tuning in. Shame you didn't say hi yesterday in Drift Masters, but good to see you. And probably all the Latvian guys tuning in. So yeah, let's get this Chaser off track because we need to see some battles. Who do we have lined up next? Nikita Shikov. Arcadia and Tverdovsky all failed crew Monster Energy battle, R34s.
Okay. Very long evacuation.
So yeah, the fail of the crew. The fail would be Max and the crew would be Arcadius, who takes all the wins. So someone has to do something. One with burnt hands and one with non-burnt hands. Max is definitely Captain Disaster.
Oh, as I can see, he's going to the service park. No. We'll get to the pre-start zone. But this really looks so strange. Why wasn't he able to get there?
I was looking over Arcadia's R34, super clean R34. It's probably the most drift developed Nissan R34 in the world. Built VR38, sequential. It's super lightweight. I think it's down to 1100 kilos, 1100 horsepower. Running on Toyo R1Rs. He's coming off a third in the FIA IDC Cup in Tokyo. Won multiple RDS rounds. I think he was third in RDS last year, and he just really wants to back that up with a win here and try and take a win in RDS this weekend. So we're doing top 32 today. We're running beside the Russian Drag Racing Series, and then tomorrow is the top 16, which is with the Russian Drag Racing Series as well. For all the Russian fans, jump on the YouTube channel Russian Drift Series. There's apparently 11,000 of you tuning in online now. So yeah, the English side of it, this is like one of the first times we're doing the English translation just to try and get the Russian series out there.
Максима Твардовского. На самом деле, я думаю, что нам нужно узнать, что об этом думает сам Максим
We'll just get a short interview from Maxim Tvardovsky on the track.
Скажи, пожалуйста, ходят слухи, что
They say that Arkady Tseregradze is really nervous about this lap with you. Actually, he's always nervous, and everybody is nervous in every lap and every run. Nobody knows what to wait from me, what I will do. That will be cool in any case, in any way.
Друзья, слушайте,
I think he's saying take the microphone off Max, he won't shut up.
Have you seen his microphone in the helmet?
Whereas Arcadius is a bit more chill, he doesn't say as much as him.
He's giving the same question to Arkady and asking asking him whether he is nervous or not. And he says that he wants to be far from his opponent because his opponent is going to touch the door in any case. So he will try to be very quick, not to get close to his opponent.
Не всегда, так сказать, в команде можно с друг другом дружить, нужно друг друга бояться. Друзья, большое спасибо.
So finally they say that they are really afraid of each other. We will enjoy the next run. But firstly we will know the mechanical details and something which happened with Daniil Merkel. We're running there. So we're going to have a short interview with Daniil Merkel, who has 3 minutes.
Я сделал клатч, слетел просто ремень навесного, отказал ГУР. И я, чтобы не уехать в Федю, я просто на прямых колесах решил уехать в ловушку гравийную, и все.
Как ты считаешь, это
So
последствия
he just did this on purpose, because there were some mechanical problems during the steering.
Из-за этого. Друзья, ну давайте пожелаем Меркелю Данилу удачи.
He got
У
off
него
the track on
осталось не
purpose.
так уж и много времени. Сейчас пытаются инженеры, так сказать, починить
We hope the
автомобиль,
engineers will be
ремень
able to
навесного
repair.
собрать. Инженеры починили. Не запускай! прямо
going to
сейчас
continue
на
that
старте его
very soon
ожидает соперник.
because
Только
they
надо ждать
managed to
надо
fix
ждать
everything.
спойлер.
Oh, they didn't. Everything's okay.
He tried to take off to the start line with the bumper in the back. Maybe that was his tactic. He was going to offload the bumper while speeding down the straight.
It would be funny. And they're at the start line. Daniel Merkel is a leader and Fyodor Vorobyov is a chaser. And we're continuing. After this run, we will know who will be the opponent of Andrei Astapov tomorrow. And here's the throttling here. Everything looks okay. For having some problems at the transition. A broken line for the leader. Fyodor Vorobyov straightened there and missed the first clipping zone and tried to transit. But he didn't do this. Oh yeah, and it's a complete stop. Well, we have what we have. We're waiting for the information from the judges, but that looks quite obvious. We see these drivers who are really relaxed here, smiling.
Oh, really scrappy lead run, just middle of the road, straightening, wheel off line. Lada's just hanging back and drifting the line. Just, oh, the chaser is just, he must have huge problems with that car because and spin as well.
So we see the results from judges, it's the graph, and Fyodor Vorobyov wins here, goes to the top 16. He will meet Andrei Astapov tomorrow. So we can see the chart. Those who will be tomorrow. And we see Arkady Tsarigradsev at the start line, 1,200 horsepower. And Maxim Twardowski. They're both from Fail Crew team. Let's go. Third dash zone.
Arcadia's nice line. Max hits a cone. Arcadia's running that super wide line. Gets outside zone. Max is hanging back. He's trying to check up. Running shallow line. But Arcadia's is running super wide qualifying line. Foot the floor. Max is trying to dive in, but it's just too late. Like,
One wheel out of the track again.
he clipped the cone. There's nothing severe.
But he
like,
didn't knock it out.
no. But you can just see from the very start, Max is just struggling to keep up. Nice early transition from Arcadius. Foot to floor, gets a front clip, transitions, runs this outside zone here. You see Max, he's shallow again, transitions, Arcadius wide again. See these 3 outside zones. He gets the first one, second, and third. Perfect. Transitions, gets his third zone. You see Max, again, he misses all of the zones.
Yeah.
Arcadius is running a perfect outside line. Runs wide and cuts in, gets the front nose in and barely touches the cone.
It's poor mimicry here.
But yeah, perfect lead round from Arcadius. Max was struggling, and he's just trying to dive in here, there, and everywhere. So strong advantage to the lead car. So yeah, Max needs to pull out the run of his life to overturn that one. So let's see. Max is returning slowly to the start line. Not sure what's up.
They're consulting about something near the Arkady Zergratsev's car.
Out of work on the start line now, so it looks like nothing's wrong.
Lining up.
So Max now needs to lay down the run of his life if he's going to overturn his teammate. Arcadius, he qualified 7th. He had some 1 or 2 issues yesterday. Not like him, but he is 2nd in the championship, so he wants to like grab some useful points to catch up and gotcha in leading in 1st place in the championship.
It's really interesting why we still don't have the signal to start. There was something about the track condition. And with this cone. It's a green light. Max Twardowski is the leader in the 2nd run. We call him Mr. Blackfingers today.
Mr. Blackfingers. See, now he's running the outside qualifying zone. Arcady is staying close to him now.
Simultaneously, this is simultaneously very close.
Super close chase run by Arcadius. Max is now getting that lead run perfect. Arcadius diving in that last corner. Super nice chase run from Arcadius. Really nice run. And that's how it should be done. Probably the best twin battle, best chase run of the day so far.
That was the best one today, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Max initiated early, but then cut the corner there. He just turned in front of Arcadius, runs that wide line, quite nice. Foot to floor. Arcadius dives in here, super nice. Max is running the wide line, but he could still be wider. Yeah, super close. That's a really nice chase run.
That's what I call beauty.
Transitions, get to outside zone. Arcadius dives in the last corner without diving in too much. It looks like he's a lot of pace in that Nissan R34. Yeah, oh, perfect picture of Max. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Arcadius takes the win. How do you pronounce the second name? Because I cannot pronounce that.
This one, Twardowski,
no,
or Tsarigratsev. Tsarigratsev. Tsarigratsev.
Tsarigratsev.
Yeah, perfect.
Tsarigratsev. Arcadius Tsarigratsev.
Tsarigratsev. It's like, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't think that you have this sounds in English like tsa.
Yeah, it's totally different. Here we go, Nikita Shikov in that backup in this Toyota IS200.
Okay, the next tandem is Nikita Shikov and Magomed Amarov, both from Moscow. One of them will be battling Arkady Tsaregradzev tomorrow. They're initiating here. Nikita Shikov was one wheel out of the track.
Super nice little lead run compared to the chase car. He could be running a lot wider there, like pretty shallow. Chase car running super shallow again. Shikov runs a super wide line.
Wow,
nice foot to floor.
Here?
Oh, big straighten from Omarov. It's a big shame there. So yeah, Shikov runs a super wide line. Omarov tries to chase him. Shikov foot to floor runs that wide line, but Omarov is trying to dive in here. Very, very shallow. Shikov could be wider there. And he's just trying to go up the middle of the track and cut the corner. Shikov runs the wide line and the chase car is just middle of the road. Straightening, he dives in here, which is not what the judges want to see. Shikov runs the proper lead line and then a huge straighten here. So that can only
Magomed Amarov is coming to the start line. We're waiting for Nikita Shikov. And we have some information from our reporter. It's the pre-starting zone. Stas tells us that he has something interesting to tell.
Заезд и в исполнении лидера и преследователей наоборот.
That was really great. That was a good run. The main question, Max, why didn't you have the fail here in this run?
He's going, what the hell do you want about? He goes, get out of my face. He goes, I always fail, I'm Max. Arcadius is going, he's really going, yeah, well, I just kicked your ass anyway. We knew we were going to kick your ass, Max.
Oh, look at his fingers, yeah.
The black fingers. Black monster, black fingers.
И я думал, что он посмотрел заезд, думаю, он мне сейчас все расскажет и какая-то стратегия выработается.
They were actually expecting for the strategy, but they had no strategy during the run, and he was just.
Maybe it was team orders. Max was told to fail, so Arcadius could go through. And they go, no, 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 it was not like that. It was not like that at all. Oh, what a lunatic Max is.
We get some information from the pre-starting zone. It's not about the interview. Oh. So there is a problem with the leak of oil for Nikita Shikov, and we are just waiting for the rescuers to be ready. Maybe we will also need the help of firefighters here. I'm not trying to be dramatic, it's just the information I get. And Magomed Amarov is staying alone at the start line. I would say we're waiting for a long period of time for Nikita Shikov, so maybe we should have the timing. Nikita Shikov is moving to the start line finally. Is the green light. Magomed Amarov is the leader here, and Shikov is the chaser.
So Amarov has a big disadvantage to overturn here, so can he lay down a really strong run? Oh, throws on huge angle and then goes off the track. So that is a game over for Amarov. And Nikita just has to coast around, and that's his run.
But at least we don't need firefighters here.
Firefighters?
Yeah, because he was telling that he has some problems with the oil, and he was asking the firefighters to be ready.
Yeah.
At least we don't need the firefighters here.
I'd nearly prefer the fire, because then we could just tow the car off the track and not stuck in the gravel. It's going to take the guys like 5 minutes to tow this car.
Oh yeah.
Because of course it's a Lexus and it's just not light.
So we are going to wait for some time, unfortunately, because he will be evacuated from there. Will he do this himself?
He just initiated way too early, threw it up in the curb, and then tried to drive out of it, and then just drove straight into gravel trap. Shikev is going bang in the bag. Another win. See you later.
Yeah.
This R32 looks quite cool.
And we're waiting for the buy run. By Tarashatov. Okay, we're going to have one more delay because of this evacuation process. And it's quite obvious that Nikita Shikov is going to the top 16.
So what time do we kick off top 16 tomorrow?
As I remember, we are having the parade of drivers at 12 p.m. and oh no, at 1 p.m. Just let me find this. I had this somewhere.
Your fireman's on the scene at least. He's throwing the car out.
So we're having the top 16 at 15:30 tomorrow. 3 p.m. Again, we have a traffic jam there.
So Taras Shatov, what I'm told is he is as local driver as local comes to here, because he's from Kazan. How far is Kazan from here?
Kazan is not too far from here. It's like 100 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken.
It's quite close.
But if we were talking about Russian 100 kilometers, it's a very short distance.
It's only a spin down the road for most people. Like. It's usually like 5 minutes down the road. 100 kilometers is like an hour for most people in Russia, just as a spin down the road.
Yeah.
What's considered a long drive? 1,000 kilometers? Or 6,000?
Yeah, that's really nice.
And it is quite cold here. I'm surprised. I came off the flight from Poland yesterday in shorts and it was only 10 degrees.
You know, I was actually expecting the bad weather, but I came here and I'm really frozen too.
So what is the weather like tomorrow? Are we going to get good weather?
I'm not sure. It's like 8 degrees. Above zero.
So tell us, what's the weather traditionally like in this area? Is it kind of always around this, kind of cold, wet?
But it's always cold and wet, and I think that in the half of the cities of Russia. Just let me find the details about the weather for tomorrow. And it's Taras Shatov.
Yeah, it should be a pretty straightforward run for him. Lay it down, link the course, and go straight through. Oh, the modal bus.
It will be 12 degrees tomorrow during the day and 4 at night.
Quite hot, so might be able to wear a t-shirt tomorrow.
Actually, you could say that Rashatov is really lucky because he's really more expensive than his potential opponents. Both, he's more expensive than Rostislav Brylev and Yaroslav Gavrikov. We don't know who will get to the next point, but actually he looks more powerful than them.
He did qualify third, so, and it's only about 500 horsepower, 2JZ, Ravenel S15. It's strange to have a German oil company in Russia where you have so many oil companies. Nice lead run. Misses that outside clip. Transitions. Does he get this outside clip? 3 outside zones. Nice. Foot to floor. Transitions. Car's a bit shaky, but I'm sure he's just take it easy.
We're still having 3 duels till the end.
We do have Daigo Saito coming up at least, so that's something good at least. We're going to have him in the 2 battles up. So we're going to have to see the multiple Formula D1 Formula Drift champion take on some Russian drivers.
Oh, there is some information from the reporters.
Скажи, я услышал в рации, что сказали, нужно подготовиться пожарным, потому что есть...
Actually, I got the information that you told the firefighters to get ready. Yeah, I actually told that because I had some problems with the oils in my engine. And I said that my car can go on fire. We're going to fix this today, but that was really risky. That's why I was a bit dramatic with this firefighters thing.
She can. He's a bit of a funny man, I think.
Я думаю, что завтра будет очень интересно.
Я надеюсь, что завтра будет дождь. Если вы знаете какой-то способ наколдовать дождь, там зарезать барана, потенциально...
And actually, I really expect the rain tomorrow because I really want it to be rainy. If you know some rituals to make it rain, to make the rain start, just tell me, text me, Twitter me.
I hate when drivers say they want rain, like, because it's just they don't care for the show. We want dry so we can see smoke, like.
Yeah.
But it's always. Yeah, maybe if you're an underpowered car, but yeah.
You know, actually yesterday the weather conditions were really bad, and that was, I don't know why they want the rain.
Yeah. I think he just has an underpowered car and he thinks he's going to be better in the wet, but yeah. Gosh, Turbo Tech. I know those guys from Abu Dhabi. They're famous for tuning GTRs. Also sponsored my friend Dmitry Luk in Kiev. Push the limit, Toyota, Moscow, I'm told. He's been a Toyota pilot the last few years. His GT86 went up and fired the last event, round 2. There we go, just a convoy of the cars was coming in now.
It's Gavrikov and Brylev now. We're going to see the tandem.
So tell me, tomorrow is a holiday here in Russia.
Yeah, that's the national
Tuesday
day.
is National Day.
Yes.
And Wednesday then back to normal.
Okay, we're going to have holiday tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, everybody's going to work.
And tell us, what's the big thing on Tuesday? Is just marching everywhere and
yeah, and actually, if you can, you should stay and
I'm in
look
Moscow.
at. Oh, great! You will like it.
Yeah, so I want to go up to Red Square to see the full show.
That will be fully packed.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
So all the toys come out to show, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, there will be so many friendly people, nice people who will just try to treat you with alcohol and
yeah, oh, cool.
you will
I
enjoy
think
it.
an Irish person will fit in there. I'm interested to see all the military stuff on the show.
You will, definitely.
Yeah. are getting the full Russian experience this week.
Is it your first time in Russia?
No, second time. I've been to St. Petersburg before. Here we go, the RX-8. How do you pronounce that? Brilev RX-8 doing an okay lead line. Runs super wide, but the chaser is just checked up. Or the super is just checked up. Oh, very scrappy chase run. RX-8 runs wide, but the chaser is just straightening. Really sketchy chase here. Run.
We'll have the replay now. Oh yeah, finally. It was
RX-8 big time on the handbrake, really shallow, but the transition's nice and early
simultaneous here.
RX-8 runs wide, gets outside zone, but the super just tries to take, and he hits the brakes and runs shallow again, and nearly straightens. RX-8 does a nice transition, gets outside zone, transitions again here. You can just see the super, it's all over the place. Runs a wide line, checks up, tries to go in shallow again, then does a big straighten. So for me, if that was being scored back in Europe, that would be a 10-0 to the lead car. Just really scrappy chase run and big straighten. Gavrikov. And how do you pronounce the first guy? Brilev?
Brylov. Rostislav Brylov.
Rostislav Brylov.
Brylov, yeah. Actually, I don't know why that should be read like because it's Brylev.
Is that his first name, Brylov?
Huh?
Is that his first name, Brylov?
Uh-huh. So, no, his first name is Rostislav.
Alright.
And the last name is Brylov. Takes too much time for them to warm up the wheels one more time. So they're ready. We have the green. No, we don't have the green light. Yaroslav Gavrikov is a leader here and Rostislav Brylov is a chaser. Green light finally. Oh. Brylov was quite late here with the maneuver. Missed the first touch and go zone.
And the funny thing is that the Super's doing the proper lead line. He's doing a proper qualifying line now. Really nice lead run. The RX-8's all over the place. Oh, dives in here. But he didn't straighten, so yeah, let's see what way that one goes. Let's go look at the replay. So Gavrikov puts in a lot of speed, air initiation, nice and wide, gets the first front clip. RX-8's nowhere to be seen. Super could run a bit wider there. Foot to floor, transitions, and then runs wide, gets these three outside zones. You get 1, 2, and then transitions nice and wide again, gets that outside zone, and just RX-8 is trying to catch up middle of the pack. Tries to dive in early last corner, gets shut down, and Super pulls away. But yeah, very scrappy chase run, but between the two it's probably a cleaner chase run than the Then the Super's chase run.
Waiting for the judges to make their decision.
Here we go, Saito warming up. Saito is against Dennis Miguel. Another BMW E46 V8.
Denis Miguel got a compliment from Andy Yen, who told that he was really good during the training. And even if the track conditions were really bad, it was wet and rainy.
Which car?
It's about Denis Miguel with BMW, yeah?
The next battle, yeah.
Okay, we're having the interview.
На самом деле была полная неразбериха в этом
That was a total mess in this run. Could you comment on that?
Не хватило тебе мощности.
Maybe you didn't have enough power, maybe you were just nervous. Everything was okay before the middle of the curve, and I was just really close, and I was trying to be close. But then there was a problem with the handbrake. And I didn't go wide, so I was lost. I just didn't know what to do, and I just tried to jump, to change the line, to make a correction. I didn't understand what happened.
Это последствия такси, думаешь?
Everything was okay actually, but when I was chasing, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know how to mimic the line. Could you comment on the situation too? What about the results? What do you think about this? Well, everything is okay. I liked it. Okay, I have some questions. I have some questions only to myself, because I could have done this better.
Спасибо, Ростислав Брилев, Ярослав Гавриков. Отлично.
We're having one more time here.
Yeah, it was quite scrappy between the two, so yeah, probably a fairest thing. Daigo Saito in what is reportedly his fastest Toyota Chaser he's ever built. 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 kilos. Everything is stripped out of this car. It's super lightweight.
It's the green light and they're starting up. There is too much of green in the screen.
See, Saito just shoots by him. Nice wide line, gets a second clip.
Looks aggressive.
Foot to floor now. Transitions as he gets those 3 outside zones. 1, 2, and 3. Lots of angle, lots of smoke. Look how fast that car
he was
transitions.
blinded, I think, with the smoke.
Misses that outside zone. Front clip. Gets a last inside clip, but that car has so much pace in it. I really think there's not many cars. Maybe Kristaps can stay with that car. That's my pre-prediction. Kristaps and this car in the final. Maybe Arcadius in the R34. Nice front clipping point. Runs a wide line there, foot to floor. But just look how fast this car transitions. Get all those outside clips nice and wide. Transitions. And boom, back outside. He could have been a bit wider in that last corner. He didn't get that outside clip. Foot to floor, gets the front clip. But look at the gap he pulls on the fresh auto E46. Denis Miguel didn't have the pace for Daigo Saito there, so let's see if he can do anything in the next run.
It's actually very complicated to wait for mistakes from Daigo Saito because he's really experienced. So Denis Miguel is really in a bad position, complicated position. We're starting.
Here we go. Saito launches in. He keeps a bit back a bit, showing his experience. He knows his car is super fast and can chase down the fresh auto E46. So it's trying to not make a mistake. E46 and not much angle there. Shallow enough. Saito's chasing now, running super wide. Dives in the last corner. Oh, hits the cone.
The cone is destroyed.
Let's see, for me it's not a 0, but it could mean a deduction. But yeah, very good chase from Daigo Saito. Chases Dennis McGall quite well, so dives in the first corner.
They did this simultaneously, and that was really close.
In. A lot of corrections from the E46 way out front. Now here's a long right-hander. Saito just mimicking the lead driver. Nice transition, and then dives in this last corner. Dives in a bit too much because you can see just here the last corner went up in the grass slightly and hits the cone. So he shouldn't get penalised too much for that, but he will get a deduction.
We're waiting for Ilya Fedorov and Dmitry Yermokhin.
And Saito gets a clear win.
And we're having the interview and get the information about that. That was a really great run. Daigo Saito was really great as a leader and as a chaser. What do you feel about that? It's just a thing which I cannot translate.
Be interested to see what he says. There's one of these Russian people talking to me again for they know I can't speak English or Russian. I have to send his buddy, the Russian, what's his name, Mercedes, Japan. I don't even know his real name, he's a Russian-Japanese guy.
Well, the problem was about the style of my Japanese opponent, because I didn't know what he was going to do. We have never trained with him, and it was really complicated. I under-trained, so that was not enough for me. I wasn't able to mimic the line. I wasn't able to follow him. It was really smoky. I was blinded. I was lost in the smoke. It was too late when I was able to change something in my. But it was really great to be with him, to be his opponent. Yeah, definitely, that wasn't simple. That was really complicated because Daigo Saito is really experienced.
And the sun comes out right for the last battle today, blasting us in the eyes, blinding us, so we cannot see the screen. But yeah, at least we have one more battle to do. Ilya Fedorov and Dmitry Yermokhin. Yermokhin. It says E-R-M-O-K-H-I-N.
Yes.
Yermokhin.
Or maybe
I need to pronounce. Oh, it's K in it. Yermokhin.
It's like H.
Yermokhin.
Hin. Yeah. You know, it sounds like German a bit.
I learned some Russian pronunciation before the end of this weekend. But yeah, Andy Yen did say to me this guy, Ilya Fedorov, was one of the most promising drivers in the S13. It's got a VR38 in it. And Dmitry has an VR38. Dmitry has SR20 400 horsepower.
So Ilya Fedorov is the leader here.
Nice wide line, foot to floor.
Transition simultaneously. Missed the...
Just off the outside clip. Nice transition. Dmitry trying to lock in. Oh! Just transitions too early behind him and spins out, so... that would be the end of that battle. Let's see how they do in run 2, but yeah, unfortunate spin from Dmitry in the last half of that course. Ilya, nice early entry, foot to floor, gets that first clip, transitions. Dmitry tries to dive in here. Ilya, foot to floor again, transitions, in front of the crowd. Gets these 3 outsides, missed the outside zone actually.
He could.
And Dmitry super close behind Ilya, but a spin, and it's all so heavy advantage in a 10-0 to Ilya Fedorov in the A-Mile VR38, Nisnas 13.
This is the difference in the angles you can see.
Oh, he
this transition
barely missed the back of him and then sent him into a spin.
The green lights again. Dmitry Yermokhin is being a leader. He will be able to surprise the judges. Good initiation in the first clipping point. The first touch and go zone, and then he got off the track.
Runs outside
with 2 rear wheels of Silvest 15. There is no angle here, absolutely, it's very straight.
It's Ilya Fedorov closes
There's
around this last
something wrong
corner.
with the car.
Oh, and that's all she wrote. Ilya Fedorov moves swiftly through to the final 16. So yeah, that's a wrap of our top 32. Let's look at the replay. S15 initiated early, got that front clip, transitioned here, and this is where all kind of seemed to go wrong. Gets outside clip, runs a wheel wide, takes off the bumper, puts 1 or 2 wheels in the dirt, not so sure. Looks like the car is maybe have debited the tire, and that's where he wonders then, has he lost all grip, and continues straight, driving the car back. Ilya Fedorov just turns it on and continues drifting.
We're waiting for the graph with the evident results. And that's the final tandem of Rostislav Brylyov and Yaroslav Gavrikov. And for the second time we see that Dmitry loses the bumper. It's a tradition, a new tradition for him.
And Ilya Fedorov gets the win.
It's not surprising.
Pretty convincing winner there. So that wraps up. What time will we be back tomorrow?
We still have one more run.
Do we?
And yeah.
Oh, the super, the one more time.
Yes. We should wait 5 minutes for the repair time.
Why did they call a 5 minute now? They have had probably 40 minutes sitting.
I say one interview again.
Ну, на самом деле такой был очень своеобразный.
Well, that was quite a specific run.
Что произошло с
What happened? What happened with your car? Or with you?
Да ничего, я
Nothing.
на зацепе первый заезд.
Everything was okay, but that was a grip there, and just, you know, I overdid this, and then started to decelerate and started to brake, and then did something in with a very high speed, and I was trying to get into the clipping zone and didn't manage to do that. And it's really slippery there, and I was on the edge, and I was just got off.
Считаешь, что он тебя подставил как-то или нет? Твоя была личная ошибка?
What do you think about the first run? Was that your mistake or the mistake of your opponent. No, that was my mistake.
Так сказать, второй раз противостояние было в Рязани, теперь в Нижнем Новгороде. И на этот раз получилось снять ему бампер или шортинг хотя бы зацепить?
Не, я только колесом ему бампер помял, и все, больше ничего не сделал.
Вот он, Илья Федоров. Илюх, ну,
It's
как в очередной
now
раз
Ilya
у вас
Fedorov.
прошел заезд?
What do you feel about that? Actually, I was lucky.
Нехорошее слово, клипа не попал, широкой дуге.
I didn't get into the clipping zone all the time, but I made some mistakes. But
На самом деле,
I gave him everything to win.
Едут с тобой, очень часто разворачиваются пилоты. Это так или нет? Как ты считаешь?
В основном это в дождь и в Рязани.
People say that they're spinned out when they are with you. Yeah, that's really true. It's true for Rязань and for raining conditions.
Друзья мои, то тебе обязательно нужно об этом помнить. Друзья, аплодисменты этим замечательным людям.
So support these two drivers. Let's continue.
Сам знаешь. Спасибо большое.
Dmitry Ermokhin and Ilya Fedorov finished their run, and we're waiting for the one more time. Rostislav is coming to the pre-start zone, and we have only one place in the top 16. The last chance to be there tomorrow. So Rostislav is 1 minute before the end of the pause. We're having one more time. Both cars have 2 JZ engines.
But equally matched, 450, 480 horsepower, one's an RX-8, one's a Supra.
Let's go. This is the first run of this one more time.
Nice early entry for an RX-8.
Rostislav was out of the first clipping point. The transition was vague. Yaroslav was with one wheel out of the track, but didn't let his opponent go. That's better, that looks better than the first time. There's one more replay. So nobody's on the start line. That was almost simultaneous for Yaroslav Gavrikov. Yaroslav Gavrikov is at the start line for the second run in this heat. It's the last position in top 16. Only one place. Rostislav Brylyov is coming to the start line too, released by the mechanics. One green light. That's the last approach for today. When Rostislav is just doing this simultaneous transitions. What's with the line? What's happening with the line? Oh, that wasn't really good here. Wow. And finally, there's one wheel out of the track for Yaroslav Gavrikov, and that's a really great mistake because nobody made him do like this here. That he didn't go wide, so that's a problem. Maybe we're waiting for one more time here. I hope no. The transition, that was sharper than in the first time. Yaroslav did this better. What was with the line here? You missed the second clipping zone. Oh, that was okay here. No. It was too narrow here. Fyodor Vorobyov, Ilya Arkhipov are waving us and saying hello. It's really sunny here now. It's such a strange weather because it's really sunny and you really need sunglasses and a jacket because it's a really cold here. Okay, we're waiting for the results of the judges. It's Brylyov. 3 votes for Brylyov. He's going to the next stage. It's top 16, the 3rd stage of RDS Grand Prix 2018. Give the round of applause to Yaroslav Gavrikov and applause to every single driver today. We'll meet you tomorrow at the midday. It will be the parade of drivers, and at 3:30 we're going to continue with the tandem drifts, so we can see the tandems in the screen. Just remember them.
Looks like we're done.
We're done for today. Thank you. See you tomorrow at 3:30.
Yeah, done.
Инновационные высококачественные шины класса Ultra High Performance бросают вызов высоким скоростям. Движение вызывает восхищение. Toyo Tires.
Чистое мастерство, чистый адреналин, чистый звук. Пионер. Аудиосистема для тебя и твоего автомобиля.